We out here. Heard you.
Boom,
Yo,
Stocker. You already know the vibes. It's Friday. Who run the city?
yo.
We in the building. P-Time.
Yup, T-Time big fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Y'all know what's up, man. Like, share, comment. About to throw the band up until there you
Yeah,
go. Put the band up.
yeah,
Get the
yeah.
band up.
Oh, yeah. What time is it?
Oh,
Cause we
are
ain't.
you not doing call-ups tonight?
Yeah, we could do it. I'm just trying to see what time is it, so I know what the banner is up, and not telling people call it back at a later time than we not gonna be on. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because it's saying call up at 11:30. I'm not trying to.
Seriously.
What I just do? Oh, what I just do to the bed? I think I just deleted it, bro.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, my
Shout
bad,
out to
y'all.
Fresh Hash. I see Fresh Hash in the building.
Yeah, Fraz in the building. You already know on the YouTube. Check
Shout
it.
out to my Nets fans. We the best fans.
That's cap. You know what I mean? But we in the
Out
building.
there.
It's Friday. Both teams played tonight. Both teams got a W.
Right. Shout out to Mr. Whammy, man. We lead the league. This is not a stat because of Mr. Whammy. They made it a stat. We like when teams shoot free throws against us, they do the worst. Like, if that's a stat, the opposing team shoots the worst free throws when they play us, like all the time. So shout out to Mr. Whammy. That's what I'm saying. The Nets fans got the best fans. I know y'all got good fans, but we just got the best fans. That's cool.
That's cap. We got the world's greatest fans. Like
Uh,
that's been a saying for forever. The Knicks has the world's greatest fans. That's been a thing for forever.
yeah,
But
I hear that, man. We y'all got a lot of fans. I don't know if y'all got the best
we
fans. You know
got
what
the
I'm
best
saying?
fans. That's a fact.
Like the Nets
Yeah,
fans got the best fans. Just because y'all got a lot of fans, don't mean they the best
yeah, I
fans.
see
You know
you,
what I mean?
bro. Was good. Was good. That's facts. Hit that like button if you in the building for your boys.
Yo, lavish life
Uh,
scene on the building. Nets fans, man. Thank
yeah,
you, man. Appreciate that. Please tap the like button.
yeah. Yeah. Nah. Tonight was a good night. You know the
Yeah,
Knicks
man.
3 convincing wins. Uh, 2 out of 3 games we kept teams under 100 points. One of
Mm-hmm.
them was kept under 90.
Uh-huh.
Uh, Today, Charlotte Hornets barely grazed 100 points to 102. That's because we was blowing them out, and they got them extra points in garbage time. That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
But it's dope to see that the defense is finally stepping up. I think that has to do with the change with Coach Tommy T putting Deuce McBride in the rotation for his
Uh-huh.
defensive prowess. And Quentin Grimes, man, I've been trying to tell you for the longest, Quentin Grimes is the better out of two between him and Cam Thomas. And it's becoming more and more
He
evident.
been playing better. Yeah, that's true.
It's becoming more and more evident the more and more Quentin Grimes get to play and get his legs underneath him.
It's different lineups though. I would say that Quentin Grimes, he's definitely playing better than Cam Thomas. I'm not taking nothing away from Quentin, but what I will say is just as far as the lineup is concerned, it's no way with the lineup that we got that Cam Thomas is getting that much minutes. It's
And
just
I
the way
see,
our lineup is.
here
Not
we
with
go.
Kyrie Irving.
This is
You got
what
to
I'm.
realize. Hold on. Let
This
me
is
say
what
the
I've been
difference. Let me
telling
say
you,
the
bro.
difference. Let me
No,
say the difference. Let me say the difference.
you can
Kyrie
say the
Irving,
difference, but I've been telling you
bro,
this.
bro.
That's
But
all.
what
Go
I'm
ahead.
saying, what I'm saying is, when I said that in the respect that he could be the third leading scorer, and that's what we need him to do. Not minusing, well, not necessarily minusing, but the additions that was on the team when I said that wasn't there. And these guys that came in, and they actually took Cam Thomas minutes. Like Ed Sumner took
This
Cam
is
Thomas minutes, bro. Like I'm not gonna cap, bro.
this
And
is.
I'm not going against Quentin Grimes. I'm saying, yeah, he outplaying him
I
right now.
said
I'm
you're
not
going
even
against Quentin
mad.
Grimes, but what I'm telling you is this: since the off season, I said once your team is healthy, Cam Thomas is not going to get no PT. You argued me down.
No. I didn't say.
Yes, you
I'm
did.
disagreeing with
This
that.
is
I think you think
you.
that I was
No,
agreeing with you in totality. I'm
no,
not.
no, no. I know you not, and that's why I'm
Oh,
explaining
okay.
to you
Okay, good.
why you were wrong then, and you're still wrong now. You feel me? I told you.
No, he
I want
outplayed them
what,
last year. I'm not.
bro.
I'm
All right,
listening.
all right. You not listening because you're
No, he
talking over.
outplayed them last
You're
year. I'm not giving you that.
you're not listening, and you're talking over me. Like how you expect to understand what I'm saying in every 2 words? You talk over me. You can't understand that way. It's no possible way. It's literally impossible for you to understand what I'm saying to you if you cut me off every 2 words. Impossible. Impossible, bro. So now listen. I understand you rush into the cape for your guy Cam Thomas. You rush in the cape for him. That's your favorite player. You had photos of him in your profile and all that. That's your favorite guy. But chillax. Now back to what I was saying. I told you from the off season. When your team is healthy, he will struggle to find PT. Beginning of the season, when your team wasn't all the way healthy, when Kyrie was suspended, that's when you saw Cam Thomas getting PT. As your team became more healthy, as Steph Curry came back, as what you call it, Kyrie Irving became available on a day-to-day basis. When Ben Simmons got healthy, where's his PT? It's a non-existence. That's my point. You
Okay,
feel
so
me?
my point
That's my
is,
point. I'm
right.
not done.
All right, so you missing. We're not
I'm not
agreeing
done.
on that first part.
I don't care. Wait till I'm done. Rememberize what I'm saying, and then you finish when I'm done. Now, as far as this season, we talking about who's playing better, even though Cam Thomas has played more games. You look at the numbers, Quentin Grimes is averaging more points, more rebounds, more assists. If you look at the last 3 games, the last games that he played against star players, he held Donovan Mitchell, the fourth highest scorer in the NBA, to 8 for 22 shooting night. He held Trey Young, who just dropped 33 on y'all in the L, to a 9 for 20 shooting night. Like, this is the kind of nights that we have, and it's somebody else too. Oh, before, and he held John Morant to a 9 for 20 shooting night until Coach Tommy T, for whatever reason, decided to put Cam Reddish on John Morant in the second half, and that's why we lost the game. So not only has he scored the most points in a game than Cam Thomas this season, 23. Cam Thomas season high is 21.
We know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just making sure.
No,
I'm
I
making
mean
sure
you
you know.
long-winded. I could do this, but
Yo,
you want to
no,
be
no.
long-winded. I'm telling
I
you,
know
go
you ain't
ahead.
talking
But
about
you don't gotta
long-winded
tell me
now.
that Cam Thomas high is 21. We
Yo,
know.
listen. I know you ain't talking about long-winded.
No, I'm saying you talking
I
Knicks
know you.
news.
I
Talk
know
Knicks
you.
news, but when the
I know
Nets
you.
news, we know.
I know you ain't talking about being
No,
long-winded,
I'm just
bro.
saying because you
But
mentioned the
listen,
Nets news. We know Cam Thomas
yeah,
high. I'm
I'm
listening
just
to you
making
talk about
sure. That's
Quinn.
all I'm saying. I'm making sure.
I
And I'm
appreciate it,
making
but
sure so
we
I
know.
can finish
We
my
know about
point.
Cam
I'm
Thomas.
about to land the plane. So now that Quinn Grimes is healthy, playing every game, not only playing every game, starting, you feel me, and putting up better numbers and playing a million times better defense. He's guarding the best perimeter player on every team every night and still putting up better offensive numbers than your guy. Quentin Grimes is the best player out of them two. Point blank period.
Are
Barry, who's the
you
third?
are you done?
I'm done now.
Okay, first and foremost, when it comes to lineups, y'all don't got Kyrie Irving in front of Quentin Grimes. Number uno. Now, let me finish. Now, when it comes down to it, I'm not debating with you. If we're going to agree to disagree that Cam Thomas had a better season last season, then we'll just agree to disagree. I'm saying Cam Thomas had a better season last season than Quentin Grimes. Now, you could say it's because of whatever. I'm telling you why it was better for Cam Thomas. This season, I'm not even debating if Cam Thomas is having a better season because he had the opportunity, just like Ed Sumner had the opportunity. Ed Sumner took the minutes from Cam Thomas. What I'm telling you is that it was Cam Thomas minutes and for Ed Sumner to take, and he took it. Seth Curry was going to get minutes anyway. We haven't been playing Patty Mills, and Joe Harris was hurt. So case in point is, yeah, he could score the ball, but he gets shy with the basketball like he don't know his role. Like his role was different from last season to this season. JV, he did try to have him as a facilitator, and he been shy with the ball. He don't know whether to pass or shoot. I seen him stuck in the air a few times. So case in point is I just think that if we got player development, we don't need to give up on Cam Thomas. But I'm not saying that he got the better season than Quentin Grimes thus far. I wouldn't take it there. I'm not even debating it. He's been the opportunities that he's had, he did not capitalize. But Ed Sumner did. And I want to say this about Ed Sumner because since we're talking about the Knicks and that's what we're here for, he did lock up your boy Brunson, and he did a good job tonight. That kind of hustle plays that he had, the kind of stuff that he was doing, bro, he's a bucket in a sense. Let me be correct. His stats don't show what he does. He played 15 minutes. He had 6 points, 3 assists, and 1 board. And he plays great defense. He had a hustle play off a rebound that was essential to us. And I'm saying, and I think what was that, like the third quarter or the fourth quarter? He got a lot of hustle. And again, like I said, yeah, Cam Thomas, he was my favorite young boy last season. But the truth is, he ain't, in my opinion, playing like he was last season. But that 17, 19, and 21 shows me that he still has room for improvement. But he can improve. You know what I mean? And Ed Sumner took his minutes respectfully. He had 15 minutes, contributed. I like what he did. I like what JV is doing with the roster. Since JV been the coach, we are now 14-6. He is 14-6 as a head coach, doing an impressive job. And I said it last week, and I'm saying it again. My coach better than your coach. I think that Jacque Vaughn is a better coach than Tibbs. I do. I see you make a video saying fire Tibbs. You know what I'm saying?
Still. But
nobody don't want Jacque Vaughn fired. You know what I'm saying?
And my point to that is, and I made my point about that situation, but to go back to your number one point, because you like to, kind of segue when you getting washed up in an argument.
No, I can't complain about the Cam Thomas thing. So what argument you washed up? Don't talk spicy. Exactly what argument did I get washed? Because I don't lose.
I'm about to tell you. Give me nice. You yelling. You're doing a lot of yelling.
Give me nice. What argument?
Again, first of all, you said that your first thing, your number one, you don't have Kyrie playing in front of Cam Thomas. It doesn't matter. He can't even get backup minutes. And that's the point.
He could. He did get the minutes.
Hold on. I'll let you.
That's not true. Are you capping? I got a call cap.
What you talking about? I'm capping. He's not getting the minutes.
No, he didn't get the minutes because he froze up.
Is he playing? No. So let me finish.
He froze up, and he got his minutes took by Ed Sumner.
Exactly.
You don't know what you're talking about, man.
Minutes because he's not playing. And my point is,
what up, Jay? No, it's not. Ed Sumner took his minutes. He had the opportunity before Ed Sumner.
And that's my point. He can't even get backup minutes now because somebody else took his PT. You agreeing with me, but disagreeing with me at the same time. It don't even make sense. You disagreeing with me just for the sake of disagreeing with me, but you really saying what I'm saying at the same time. I'm saying right now he can't even get backup minutes because somebody took it from him. It don't even matter if Kyrie's in front of him. Even if Kyrie was in front of him, if he was that good, he would still be able to get backup minutes. He would be Kyrie's backup if he was that good. He can't even do that.
Nah, I still think he's good. I still think he's good.
He's not that good. Obviously not. He can't even get. And Sumner took his minutes.
It's 26 games in. I disagree with you. 27 games in. I disagree with you.
He's sitting on the bench. Boom. And I also told you when Quentin Grimes is healthy, and this is what I told you at the beginning of the season. I said, Cam Thomas is going when your team get healthy, Cam Thomas is going to be sitting on the bench. When Quentin Grimes come back, he's going to be an integral part of the rotation. And it's happening. And not only is it happening, Quentin Grimes is flourishing. He's flourishing. I'm talking about guarding the best perimeter players on a night-to-night basis and just dropped 23 the other night. I think he had like 11, 5, and 3 tonight or some crazy shit like that. I can't remember. You feel me? And all while making it tough for opposing perimeter players. When has Cam Thomas ever dropped 23 and locked down the opposing team best player?
Cam Thomas, but Cam Thomas, that was never his strength. But you asking me a rhetorical question, but I'm gonna defend my guy. And as of late, he's been playing halfway good defense, but he's more off of the floor because he's been missing his playing bad on offense.
Expecting an answer from you. If it's rhetorical, I'm not expecting an answer.
Oh nah, but I'm saying I take it there. I defend my players, man. Shout out to Cam Thomas, man. It's all right, Cam. I got you, bro. Don't worry about these Knicks fans. I got you. You be all right. You
You
be all
you
right, Cam
you
Thomas. You
can
good.
have him.
You
You
good.
can have him. You need to console him while he's sitting on a bench.
Y'all need to
What you
console
seeing?
quickly. Y'all talking about
What
trading them. Y'all
what
need to
what
console all the players that y'all might trade.
who's talking? No, see, look, this is what you like to do. What credible source you read said that? None. Because it ain't no credible source
I'm
that
talking
backed that
about the
with those
fact that
words.
y'all predicted y'all was gonna be top 4 seed and we did. Y'all not.
Yeah, what you
What,
said?
what, 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 what,
What
what,
you
what,
what
what,
what you
what,
said?
what, what? Something wrong?
It's only 20 something games in. Chill
Oh,
out, bro. And we
oh,
just moved up to 7 and we was 10th 2 days ago.
oh,
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 okay.
oh,
Okay.
wow.
Yeah, what you talking about? Oh wow, you was just 12 a week ago. What you saying? Oh wow.
Yo,
Yo, we only a game
listen.
and a half behind you, so relax.
Hold on. Where
Relax,
y'all at?
bro.
Where
We
y'all
only
at?
a game and a half behind y'all.
No, but where? What seed are
A
y'all
game,
at?
it don't matter. A game and a
It
half
don't
behind
matter?
y'all. It don't
All
matter
right,
because we only a game and a half
all
behind
right.
y'all.
It don't
You
matter.
talking like
Okay.
you over here talking spicy like y'all got a 4 or 5 game lead. Y'all don't.
Mhm.
It's a game and a half. Y'all
I'm
have
just
two
saying.
bad nights. Y'all have 2 bad nights and we ahead of y'all. Like what are you saying?
But that's
So
what I'm
relax.
saying. This is the difference between me and you, Nick fan. I don't need y'all to have a bad night for us to have a good night. I told y'all I want y'all to be in the Eastern Conference Finals. It ain't gonna be a
Oh, I
championship
want
more sweeter than that. To
you.
beat the Knicks and then
So,
beat the Boston.
so
No,
look, this is what I'm saying
beat the
about
Knicks
you.
in
This is what I'm
the
saying. You be
Boston
trying
in the
to
playoffs is what I
stretch
dream
and
of.
twist my
I
words.
dream of it.
This is what I'm saying
Please
about
be
you
up
trying to.
there.
I didn't say I need y'all to have a bad night. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
It's gonna
You
happen
feel
to
me? It's going to
Knickerbockers.
happen. It's going to happen because I see your
Right back
team
at you,
play.
rubber band style.
I see your team play, and y'all going right back to needing KD and Kyrie to score 30 points apiece for y'all
No,
to
no,
win
no, no. You
basketball
talking about
games.
we going right back to having one of the best duos in the league right now behind
Y'all
JT and
going right
JB.
back. Y'all
We
going
have a
right back.
duo that scored
Y'all going right
25
back to
plus
needing
in
KD and Kyrie
9
to score
games.
30 points
What
a
duo
game.
y'all got doing that?
Y'all
None of
going
them.
right back to have it needing
None
KD
of
to
them.
scoring 30 points for
Nah,
both to win games.
nah. I
I'm seeing it.
disagree. I
I'm seeing
disagree.
it.
I
It's looking
disagree.
real shaky.
Joe
It's
Harris
looking
had
real
10.
shaky.
No, we had, hold on, we had 5 players in double digits. Slow it down, Playboy. Slow it down,
And
Playboy. We had
y'all
5
have
players
5 players
in
in
double
double
digits.
digits. But if Kyrie had a average night, 20 points, y'all lose. Y'all win
He
by
ain't an
2.
average player. What you talking about average night? He ain't no average player. You
Oh,
seen that
he had
rebound?
average
Yo,
nights with
he
a
got a
bad night.
rebound and a
Bro,
tipping. That shit
let's
was
not do that.
beautiful.
Let's
Like
not
the
do that.
stuff that he doing ain't
Let's not
average, my
act
guy.
like
Y'all got
let's not
average
act like
players. You know what I'm
Kyrie.
saying?
Let's not act like Kyrie is above having an average night. It's been many a night that I see Kyrie walk
Not,
out the gym with
not
16
as a
points.
recent. Not
What,
as a recent. Bro, these last 2 games,
what
all
do
of
you
this,
consider recent? Because
bro.
about 4 games ago, I believe he had under 20 points, and I was looking
No,
like that's
no,
crazy.
that was the last bad game Kyrie had was that Boston game, and we lost that game. He was 7 for 21. After that, he was 14 for 24, and tonight he had like
That was
33.
2 games ago.
No, you said 4 games, and I'm telling you, it was the last game was
Okay,
the Boston game. The
and that's
only
my
thing,
point.
bro,
And that's my
it
point.
was only one game.
And it's my point. You said no. You just said it's been a while since Kyrie had an average game, and it was only 2 games ago.
No, he had a bad game. That wasn't an average game. He had a bad game. He shot 7 for 21,
Regardless
and
what
that
you
was
want to
just
call it,
bad.
good, bad. I'm just saying you don't talk like Kyrie's above having an average game.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all really need it. Y'all really need it. TJ Warren. TJ Warren ain't been looking that good. He ain't been
What?
looking that
How
good.
dare you, Nick fan? Yo,
He
why
ain't been
would you say
good.
that, bro? He had 14 points. What you mean? He had 3 assists, 2 steals, 2 boards. What more you want from somebody off the bench? What you mean? Who on your bench do
14
that?
points.
Who on your bench do
Emmanuel
that,
quickly.
bro? He
Emmanuel quickly.
hold on. He had 14 points in
Emmanuel
21 minutes.
quickly.
That's quality.
You,
I'm not.
you
I
actually
like
did
that.
it, and I answered it. Who on my bench do that, Emmanuel quickly on the regular?
So you sneeze at that? You saying what you saying? You making it seem like
You
oh,
talk
like
about
that's light work. Like
you
that
talk
don't
about
contribute
somebody
to
T.J.
winning.
Warren. You talk about somebody T.J. Warren who on his own team when he was on the Pacers was dropping 30, and you happy about 14 points. That's wild.
Of course, especially when the best player in the league, Kevin Durant, get the rest because TJ Warren out there getting buckets, hitting them with spin moves, fadeaways, hitting threes. Like, what are you talking about? You don't watch the games entirely for
I
me for
do.
you to know these
I do.
things.
I do.
Steph, listen, do you
I do.
know Steph
I
Curry?
didn't watch it tonight, but I do.
Okay, but then you know
Steph
off.
Curry. I know Steph Curry is the best player off your bench.
We don't
That's a
have to
fact.
debate it, but know this: Steph Curry, he could get hot I mean, when I say Curry get hot, I mean spicy, really hot. I mean, he had 9 points straight. He was the one that had the 9 points because his daddy was watching. You understand what I'm saying? Charlotte was there. He the announcer for the Charlotte Hornets or whatever. So, his pops was right there. He was just, they was asking him
Y'all
after
didn't
the
play
game.
Charlotte tonight.
No, I'm telling you, the other night why Curry isn't
His
playing
daddy
off
was
the
watching the
bench.
Knicks put works on the Hornets. That's
No,
what.
no,
That's
I
what his
know
daddy
y'all.
was watching.
Bro, Reese did this last week when we said the predictions. You was saying, yo, we going to get them out of here with 2 L's, and you flip some ball and I ain't catch it or some shit. And he was like, yeah, they going to. I remember, I'm just saying, I did not know that the announcer was going to be Steph Curry Pops, and he laid it up. And I'm saying that KD get the rest he get the relax, he get the cheer for us. And he see us winning, holding the lead, making sure the other team don't come back and catch the lead or tie the game and then take the lead because of how well Steph Curry be playing, bro. Like Steph Curry be coming off picks, hitting threes, he be getting fouled at the 3-point line. Yo, he's hard to guard.
Why are you preaching to Steph Curry and I just said Steph Curry is the best person off your bench?
No, I'm trying to, but what I'm saying is the bench itself, far as when it come down to who's contributing and why we got more than one player that's going to contribute on offense outside of Kyrie and KD. I'm giving him his flowers. Seth Curry, you're a Knicks fan, you might not want to hear it. Look, you got Seth Curry, you got TJ Warren, when Wasabi Watanabe, which is coming back tomorrow, he's healthy, he contributes. Ben Simmons, all of this shit about him not being a good player, all cap. He caught 4 steals. Bro, his defense is immaculate. Yo, he changes the tempo of the game. You know how they say he turns defense into offense. Yo, he turned defense into offense, man. That's all I could say, man. He be stealing the ball, coming down, getting the paint. You look at his stats, you be like, oh, he ain't do much, but he be changing the tempo of the game.
Don't talk to me about Ben Simmons because I was the one that told you that you needed Ben Simmons on your team.
I wasn't trying to trade Jared Allen, man. Y'all don't understand, bro.
I didn't say nothing about trading Jared Allen. This is when y'all had James Harden. That's when I was saying that y'all need Ben Simmons on my team.
Yeah, I was already mad about that James Harden trade, man. I was done.
I've been trying to tell you.
I was done.
But no, you don't never want to listen to Tea Time because
I was done. That whole trade operation, I was done.
Like, yo, Ben Simmons is who y'all need for your team because he's gonna play defense. At the very least, y'all don't need him to shoot because he's gonna play defense. And all the reason why you praising him now is all the reasons why I told you that you needed him on your team. Like, so don't preach to me about no Ben Simmons.
I'm just saying, we talking about contributions to winning and how Kyrie and KD got to be the hero this season. I'm saying that's not always the case. Now, Kyrie and KD, they do score timely baskets. Basquiat, shout the announcer. He said he scored the Basquiat. He wore the white jerseys looking fresh. I don't know about y'all New City Edition jerseys, but our shit's straight fire.
I like our shit. Our shit is fire.
I was straight. What? I'm looking like, yo, okay, I see what we doing. And we won in one of those white Basquiat jerseys that night. But again, our team is cohesive because of Ben Simmons on the defense. He does turn defense to offense. I give you that. You did say that, but the truth is that when we got James Harden, I was just done with the front office. Like, y'all talking about what we added. I'm talking about what we minused in Jared Allen. And as of now, we still haven't replaced them. But another thing that I did say that did came to fruition since we, bringing it back and forth, right? Pause or whatever. The defense. We are top 10 defense. And I think I seen Fraz Tass in the comments talking about y'all defense. So I guess y'all and again, y'all, you mentioned that too. Like
we held
go to the stats to see who got the better defense. I say because we up there.
We held one of the hottest teams in the NBA, the Cleveland Cavaliers, to their lowest point total of the season, 81 points. We held one of the hottest players in the NBA. He 4th in the league in scoring, Donovan Mitchell, to 23 points. He averages 28. So we held him to 23 points on 8 for 22 shooting.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, and then the next game, the Hawks, we held them to, I think, 91. Trae Young had a 9 for 20 shooting night. He didn't even get to play the 4th quarter. We packed them up so early.
Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you I appreciate that, man. Y'all took care of business with Cleveland.
Nah,
And I appreciate it because Cleveland is in the third spot, so I hope they ain't comfortable there. Y'all shouldn't be
nah.
camping
You
out.
saw what they you saw what they did to the Lakers. That boy Donovan Mitchell was nasty.
Yeah, I think he had like 40 on him or some shit
Yo,
like that.
and the watch the game, the way he was coming through the lane and dunking on these dudes, bro, it was nasty. I was like, ooh, he wasn't doing that to the Knicks though.
Yeah,
Chris
that's how I'll
Paul
be
had
looking at
their
it
ass on
too.
lock. But
Yeah.
yeah, pause. Um,
It was
now
bittersweet watching Bogdanovich give us work tonight
and,
too. You know what I'm
and
saying?
then
Like, damn.
tonight the we beat we was up by like 24 at one point. 26 I think was the biggest lead we had against the Hornets. Even though they unhealthy, we would have held them under 100 if the bench didn't have to get in and play the
Hmm.
garbage minutes. But defensively, with the new rotation, Quentin Grimes, Deuce McBride, they shutting people down, man. They shutting people down. I believe like uh, uh, Terry Rozier, he had a good night, and he didn't have a really good night tonight. He scored
Yo,
over.
he nice, man. He was giving us work. I ain't gonna cap, man. He
He
almost brung the Charlotte Hornets back. I ain't gonna
he
lie.
scored over 20, but I think his field goal percentage was wild low tonight. I'm trying to see to make sure I'm saying what I'm saying is correct. I hate when I do this. Yeah, scores. Yeah, but I think he had a horrible shooting night, and I'm just going to validate what I'm saying real quick. You know what I mean? Box
Mm.
score. Yeah.
I'm over here validating the motherfucking defense
Well, nah.
and
Terry Rozier had a pretty
wow,
decent night. He was 10. He was
like
10 for 19 with 24 points.
we 16, y'all 17 on defense total
Nah,
defensive
and
rating
that's because we
for
just
points.
started the new rotation. That's going to change in a week,
Yeah,
bro.
that started. That's because of Nash. You know what I'm saying? That's going to change
No,
too.
we that's going to change in a week.
We climbing that ladder.
We definitely
Damn.
going to climb that fast because, like I said, holding holding guys 81, 91, and 102. I think this continues to go. Who we play next? I think we play a pretty average team next. We play the Kings. They've been playing pretty good basketball. But
Yeah, yeah,
we,
yo, I ain't gonna lie, we lost to the Kings, so I ain't gonna
we
pretend like they not a tough act. They are, bro.
now Julius Randle eyes light up every time he see Sabonis. You know what I mean? Cause he don't like the fact. I'm like, what the hell is happening here?
But now I
Yeah,
want to just show you. I'm listening to you. I just wanted to
yeah.
show you the Brooklyn, and we right there, neck and neck, right there.
Pause. Yeah.
Pause with the 16 and 17 on defense.
He
I'm
said,
listening to you. I'm just going through
no,
stats and shit.
Lavish, I did say McBride. That's if you look at the difference when he got in the rotation, he don't score, but he be locking niggas up. You know what I mean, Paul? I mean, sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to say the N word.
Yeah,
He be locking people up, bro. And that's the major difference between our defense when we was giving up 113 points a game into
yeah.
us holding teams under 500 is Deuce McBride being in the rotation and playing perimeter defense. That's a fact.
So
But
yeah, let me try to find where y'all on steals. Where y'all you got steals or blocks here? You think y'all or just playing contesting the shot?
contesting the shot, uh,
Y'all 20th in steals.
yeah,
We
because
22nd.
we don't get a lot of turnovers, but we contest. You know what I mean, and we rebound really well.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
so
Y'all 21st in blocks. I thought y'all be better because of Mitch Robinson.
Mitch missed a couple games, and Mitch don't be blocking everything. He don't be jumping as much as he used to. He just contests now. You know what I
Okay.
mean? He's focusing more on changing shots than trying to block shots. You know what I mean?
That makes sense though.
So he can stay out of foul trouble, and that's been a key too. He ain't really been in foul trouble as of late. Uh, yeah, but now defense has been key for us late, and I think we still go down this route. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get more into it because I think I'm gonna do a recap after we get off of this. Uh,
Yeah, I definitely want to do one
what?
too for sure.
But because there's some stuff I wanted to talk about. But yeah, we definitely gonna climb up the defensive ranking ladder, especially if we keep this rotation. You know, Obi got hurt. I don't like tonight's rotation. I don't think that uh having what you call it Hartenstein at the 5 and Sims at the 4 is a good rotation. That's don't make no damn sense to me.
Wow.
Uh,
Look at this stat right here. This is interesting. We 4-5. Brooklyn Nets 4. For field goal for opponents' points in the paint. we fourth in the league for for defense, and y'all fifth. So
I'm telling
when
you,
you
all that's about to change, Playboy.
yeah, I know. We probably be first soon.
Nah, I don't think so. But
Yeah, we probably be first soon. But yeah, man, shit. I ain't gonna lie. I think when when I did the predictions last week, I was confident and I felt like going into that Boston game, we would win just off of the strength that we was on a 4-game win streak. So I'm like, all right, yeah, I think we got this. And that was a tough game because we had the lead in the beginning, and then once they took the lead, we never got the lead back. Like they just anytime we got close, they found the way to score the ball, and it was largely a part because of Brogdon, and we wasn't healthy that night. We didn't have Ed Sumner. Ed Sumner, he usually come off of the bench and play quality minutes because he's another one that might not got to steal a block, but he'll contest the shot. And because we got somebody like him off of the bench, we got defense on the bench. You know what I'm saying? We not just out there trading baskets. But yeah, it was a tough game to watch because Kyrie had a bad night, and I felt like I wanted to silence all of the talk between who's the best duos, and they had a better game with JT and JB, and it's always bittersweet watching them play because it could have been Nets draft picks. So, but we over that now. But still, just I ain't gonna lie, it's here and there. I remember that. But yeah, man, we did good last representing the city from last week. Y'all did good. I can't, you know what I'm saying? We was what? We played Boston, then we won the next two. So we were 2-1. 2-1 for last week. That's respectable.
we were 3-1 from
Okay.
last week. You know what I mean? We lost to Dallas, which shouldn't have happened. Uh, but whatever it did. Uh,
Why y'all lost to Dallas?
I think why Tim Hardaway caught fire. Uh, and I can't remember. I can't remember exactly why. I can't remember exactly why. I ain't gonna hold you. It was on Saturday. I probably was drinking, so I can't even remember.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but I know Tim Hardaway Jr. caught fire, and that was a big reason. Uh, oh no, I do remember. Uh, Quentin Grimes was guarding Luca in the first half. Luca was having a hard time. He was having a very difficult time in the first half. Second half, for some strange reason, Coach Tommy T goes has the team switch everything, like
Mm-hmm.
literally switch everything. And I'm like, why are you having Quentin Grimes switch off of Luca? And he's been playing amazing defense versus Luca. Luca
Mm-hmm.
started going off, and when Luca started going off, he started getting Tim Hardaway Jr. the ball, and they never looked back. You know what I mean? They took a lead and kept on going. We was up 15 that game, and then we
Yeah.
ended up losing by 21. It's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. And I
I know
think
it's going like that.
and I think that's the main reason we lost that game is because the defensive strategy changed. And I feel like the same way when we lost against Memphis,
Mm-hmm.
the defensive strategy changed. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like we had John Morant locked up in that game. Coach Tommy T went away from him. You know what I
Mm.
mean? And
Yeah.
and, and that's why. And that's why I be like, yo, you gotta get him out of here. But if we keep winning, I can't say nothing. You know what I mean?
That's how I look at it too. That's why I wasn't all the way mad about the Cam Thomas thing because yeah, he might be my favorite player, but as something that was helping us win more, and you know, that's pretty much what happened. So his minutes been quality essential. Like he's been getting steals, and that whole thing about turning defense to offense, that shit is real. Like when you watching a game, you see how that happens. You see how the how you say the contested shots lead to the opposing team having droughts because they can't get a good look at the basket. You know what I'm saying? Then they try to depend on the free throw line or the second chance points. And when I was looking through the stats, I ain't say that because you was talking. We both could do better in that department when it comes to us giving teams second chance points. But we working. You know what I'm saying? We working, but we definitely probably I think December 15th is when I think the trades could happen. I think we definitely trying to sign somebody. every fan that I know and for the Brooklyn Nets want DeMarcus Cousins. I'm not sure why we didn't make a move yet. But what I will say is we looking good, but without any additions, with Sean Marks there, he got a lot of criticism and a lot of things were said about what happened with the Brooklyn Nets in the offseason. But he got TJ Warren, who's good. He got Wasabi Watanabe or Uda the shooter or Uda Watanabe. He got Ed Sumner and those three additions to the team really helped us. You know what I'm saying? So I think and Royce O'Neal, that's the fourth player. Those four additions that he got for the Brooklyn Nets are helping us win. Royce O'Neal is leading the league with Kevin Durant in minutes played. That's how essential Royce O'Neal is to our team. If he's not a star, he's the most solid role player you can have. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I look at it. Like, you got the solid of the most solid role player, and then there's star. I wouldn't consider him a star, but he's definitely the most solid of the solid players out there, role players out there. But I like our players. I like the chemistry, and that's why I put up the standards. And I was see Lav in the comments. He basically saying like, we want to have a strong hold over that over that fourth spot, getting close to that third spot if we win that game in Indiana. Indiana just won tonight, right? But we won. We got a 2-game win streak, and they beat us twice. So we definitely want to get even. You know what I'm saying? We might need this for the tiebreaker, because if they go up 3-1 and we got the same record at the end of the season, we might have to give them home court advantage. So we don't. We definitely know the how you say, the importance of
The
this next game.
implications.
Yeah,
The,
we know
the
how you know what I'm
implications.
saying, how serious this game is, like, for real. So we definitely and we played big minutes, you know what I mean, with Kevin Durant. We ain't necessarily wanted to do that. We kind of wanted to spank pause. We kind of wanted to just wash Atlanta Hawks, but they came fighting, man. They took us to the end of the game, man. It was only a single digit win. We'll take it though, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's what you gotta do as a team. You gotta focus on the game at hand. Even though in far as standings is concerned, you can see how close it is. If Atlanta beat us tonight, they definitely would have probably took that fourth seed from us. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't. We won. So we in the fourth seed, and we got the fourth seed, and have a strong hole in the fourth seed if we win tomorrow night. We play at
Who y'all,
7.
who y'all play tomorrow?
We played the Indiana Pacers in Indiana.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, it's a back to back.
And
So that's
y'all just had a to the wire game tonight.
yeah, that was a grueling. You know what I'm saying? Fight, scratching, like blood, sweat, and tears. Ed Sumner left blood, sweat, and tears on the floor. Like, he was bleeding. His hand was bleeding because he had dove and caught a pass that was going out of bounds and passed it to Kyrie Irving behind his back. Kyrie caught it, made the layup. And this was in the fourth quarter. This was a big basket. But he had hurt his hand, and then, like, the maintenance crew had came up and was wiping up the floor. He had blood on the floor. And I'm just glad that he's all right, and hopefully he doesn't miss next game, because we're gonna need that. We're gonna need him to play that same way, that same intensity. But hopefully Cam Thomas gets some minutes and he plays good, because you know I still like him as a player.
uh, you know, I want to say this: MIP Julius Randle is back. You feel me? MIP Julius Randle's back. Last 3 games, he averaging 28 points a game, 11 rebounds, and 4 assists. Yeah, I mean, uh,
Mm-hmm.
against the Hawks, he had a historic game. There's been no player in NBA history that had 30 plus points, 15 plus rebounds, 5 plus assists, and no, it made 5 plus 3 pointers and had 0 turnovers in NBA history. In the whole 75 years of the NBA, with all the great players that have played this game, there is no player in the NBA that's ever had a stat line like Julius Randle had that night. Yeah, I mean, and that's nothing to be sneezed at and passed over. Yeah, I mean, and he's looking in the form. He's not rushing the shot. Yeah, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
A few they going at it in the chat. I'm just laughing. I'm listening though.
yeah. Now, so it ain't nobody ever do that. You know what I mean? Excuse me. And over these last 3 games, he's been playing tremendous basketball. Like I said, I mentioned his stat line: 28, 11, and 4, shooting 45% from the field, 38 from 3-point range. You know what I mean? And doing it and doing it. He's a plus 11. I mean plus 46 in the last 3 games. You know what I mean? His time on the court, he's a plus 46 over the last 3 games. For those who like plus or minus, you know what I mean? I'm really not the biggest fan of plus or minus, but I know some people like that, and that's important to them. Uh,
Okay.
Averaging only one turnover a game for somebody who touched the ball as much as him, and that's important. You know what I mean? These are important stats. You know what I mean? So MIP Julius Randle's back, and we winning these games with Jalen Brunson, struggling. I think he's more hurt than anything. He's playing hurt. Uh, like he been taking some real bumps and bruises over our last few games. So he ain't really been going crazy on the scoring end, but he still had an amazing game tonight. He had 11 points with 11 assists.
Okay.
Like we don't every night we don't need you to score a whole bunch of buckets because RJ had 26. We don't need you to go crazy. Facilitate. You know what I mean? Like your shot ain't falling, it's cool. RJ
Mm-hmm.
got to go and facilitate. RJ had 26. It was an effective 26 too. I forgot. Uh, I don't feel like going through all of the pages, but it was effective. I forgot his shot percentage, but it was hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
RJ
I
was
hear you. I hear you.
RJ was 26, 7 and 4 tonight. Julius Randle 33, 7 and 2. You feel me?
I respect it.
Atlanta. The Hornets the Hawks. That like the H's made me say Atlanta. Hornets Hawk. But yeah, uh, albeit that they're severely injured, you know what I mean? But still, you got those the teams that you gotta
Right,
go
Jay.
out there and handle business, man, because I've seen Atlanta. I've seen the Hornets play.
Mm-hmm.
They not because they injured. They not rolling over for nobody. They going out there and playing
None.
tough basketball.
But I
You
knew
feel me?
Terry Rozier was nice when he played for the Celtics. I knew he was.
Yeah.
I knew he was that guy. Hawks neither. They was missing 3 guys too. But we lost to the 76ers. I knew we couldn't go out there and play. You know what I mean? I knew they was going to come and compete. Trey Young, he set the tone early. He attacked. He was aggressive. And I seen your vlog the other day too. I didn't watch the whole thing, but he had called himself the fucking boss
The
of Broadway or some dumb
king of
shit.
Broadway.
Yeah, so when I seen that, I took it as a slight too. I know it was directed to the Knicks, but the fact that he's talking about the Broadway in New York, I felt some type of way, and because I knew we were going to play them, so I didn't want him to think it was any Broadway by like the J Train and no shit like that. I don't want him to think that
Yeah, the
he
Broadway
control
Junction.
any
Nah,
Broadway
the
nowhere
Bro
in New York.
the
You know what I'm
Broadway in Manhattan, no Broadway Junction, no nothing.
saying? Nothing. Right now, Broadway, Nassau, nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing, bro. You know what I mean?
Hell no. So we made that clear. Y'all made it clear that he don't run Broadway. We made it clear that he don't run Broadway Junction, Broadway Nassau, none of that shit. So we good.
Now I felt super offended, not because he after like it's not like he won the game and said that. You feel me? Like you came into the game preemptively, like this is my shit, and realistically, it's not because you have a losing record against the Knicks. Even if you add your 4 wins in the playoffs, you're still 8-11 against the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
You still trying to eat off of your laurels from 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Last season wasn't kind to you in Madison Square Garden, bro. So
Mm-hmm.
why would you even fix your face
Mm-hmm.
to be like, yeah, this is my no, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't
Yeah.
even have a good game. You can't
Mm-hmm.
even say, well, we lost, but I had a good game. No, you had a bad game. It was a bad night. 9 for
Yeah.
20 from the field. 0
Mm-hmm.
for 4 from 3. 4 turnovers. It was an ugly night for Trey Young. And
Yeah. No,
you gonna wear them ugly ass sneakers in the Garden.
yeah. Yeah, yo, listen, I take it even further, man. I'm looking at this and I'm looking like we 10th, bro. I said we will be 10 in defense, and we rank 10 right now. You guys rank number 17, respectfully. Like, I guess that's team league average at 15, 16, 17, whatever. But like you said, y'all think you think y'all gonna do better than that soon. I think
Absolutely.
we
Be
I think
encouraged.
we I think we do too. I think we go up. I don't think we stay at 10. I think we do better than 10. I think we're a top 5 team. I said top 10. And now that we are a top 10 team after what 26 games, shit, hold on. That's 27 games because we 15 and 12, right? We 15 and 12 and 27 games, 10th seed. I think, yeah, I think we could definitely go up. And I see y'all in the chat talking about we got a tough schedule, but I wanted to get into Jaffe comment real quick before we go anywhere else. He says we been giving up leads and still winning. Now this is essential because me and or T Time, well, both of us was discussing this on the part last season, and historically the Knicks broke a record for how many times teams will come back and let teams win, right? So case in point is the significance I'm mentioning that is the tempo and what happens in the first quarter. A lot of times that was happening to us, it was because we were trailing. You know what I mean? We were be in situations where we didn't win the first quarter, second quarter. We be trailing from the first half going into the second half. But now we have the lead at the start of the game, and yeah, teams come back, but we tend to fight them off. This happened 2 times in a row. It happened with Washington and it happened with Atlanta. So yeah, we might not hold the lead the entire game and blow teams out, but we do enough to get the win at the end. So it's not always the prettiest win. I'd say that, but it's still a win. You know what I mean? So I want to say that that's because of coaching. I've seen games where we could have won that Nash didn't help us win because he wouldn't call a timeout. I've seen JV let Atlanta went on a run for like 6-0. We had the lead and Jack Vaughn called the timeout. Anytime there's any type of momentum shift, Jacques Vaughn got a say on the matter. He'll challenge your call. He ain't doing any tonight, but I seen him do it before in vital times. And this is why I be saying my coach better than yours. Not to slight Tommy T, but more to give credit to JV. And again, it is his second crack at it. It's his second time at being a head coach. So a lot of the stuff that mistakes he might have made being his first time head coach, he's on top of it. He vocal. I like what I'm seeing, man. And again, I want the third seed to know don't get no beach chairs, don't get no camp tents, don't do none of that. Do not get comfortable with that third seed. The Brooklyn Nets are on that asparagus. We are too close for them to be comfortable in third seed. It's only a gap, in my opinion. It's a little gap between 4 and 2 and 4 and 1, but that third seed is too close for them to get comfortable. I think by next week we will be in the first seed, bro. I want to say first seed, but I will say the third seed. By next week, we will have the third seed, in my opinion.
I mean, the distance between the third and the fourth is the same by game is the same distance between the eighth and the fourth. Just to throw that out there. You said don't get comfortable. I'm just throwing it out there.
No, bro. Yeah, we gotta play. We gotta
I'm just
continue to
throwing
play
it out
well.
there. You
Yeah,
telling the third seed don't get comfortable. I'm
yeah.
just saying the same games behind. Y'all a
Mm-hmm.
game and a half behind the third seed. And the eighth seed is a game and a half behind y'all. So
Yeah.
nobody need to be comfortable. That's all I'm saying.
No, yo, but nah, respectfully, like I see what you're saying.
Nah,
I'm looking at it right now.
yo, the difference between 10 and the fourth seed is 2 games, son. No, no,
Mhm.
no, I'm lying. 2.5 games. That's the difference between 10 and 4.
Right,
It's,
but Cleveland lost tonight to Sacramento, so they lost to a good team. So Sacramento pretty much a high-powered offense team, and Cleveland, when I look, they the best defensive team with Jared Allen. Ouch, you know what I mean? Case in point is they can be beat, but you gotta play the whole game with them, man. They
yeah,
gonna play
I
48
know, I
minutes,
know, I
man.
know they could be beat. We beat them, held them to 81 points. You know what I mean?
Nice. What? Who?
Uh,
Sacramento?
no, I thought you were talking about Cleveland. You said
Oh
Cleveland
yeah,
beat.
yeah, yeah. Cleveland.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we held them to 81 points. You know what I mean? So we know
Okay.
they could be beat. You know what I mean? Because we beat them.
So how so okay, by in your opinion, by next week, where do you see yourself in the same place in the standings? What do you
it,
think?
it It all depends on because I don't know everybody else's schedule. I don't know the teams they playing.
Okay.
Uh, but if I'm going off of the teams that we're playing, I do believe that we move up in the standings. Chicago
Okay.
played like shit. I feel like those 2 wins we played them on Wednesday and Friday. I feel
Okay.
like those 2 wins we could get right there. Then we play the Kings. I think we could beat the Kings. Julius Randle always have a great game against Sabonis. I think we're playing amazing defense. Uh, and and that's my keys right there. Our defense, the fact that Julius Randle's playing amazing right now. RJ Barrett is starting to find himself again. Uh, and Jalen Brunson could relax and be more facilitator than a primary scorer. And that's what we needed. And that's what's happening. And I
Yeah.
think that we're gonna hold the Kings down. They're a high power scoring team. I think who's their leading scorer? I think it's Fox, right? Nah, no, Fox coming off the bench.
Who you talking about? Sacramento?
Yeah,
Their leading scorer might be Sabonis. But and they got a Herder in the shooter. He nice. You know,
yeah,
he would left Atlanta.
yeah. I know.
They
Yeah,
call
I
him
don't
Red
know their
Velvet.
leading scorer, but they're a balanced team. You feel me? Like they got like 3 guys that could give you 20 plus on any given night. 4 guys. You got Herder, he could get hot. Sabonis, he could get hot. That Murray kid, he could get hot.
Mm-hmm.
Harrison Barnes, even though he old, he still got some left in the tank. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that Mitchell kid is alright too. He ain't really that crazy of a scorer, but he alright. You can't sleep.
Nah,
So
never.
you know what I mean? So and then they got Malik Monk coming off the bench. You know what I mean? They got some ballers, you feel me? Like, and this was a low scoring game against the Cavs too. You know what I mean? They held the Cavs under 100 too. 95. That's crazy. How much Donovan Mitchell had?
Mm.
Oh, Donovan Mitchell didn't play tonight. That's why.
Okay. See, that be mattering too. Like I'm that shit
Duh.
matter.
You talk about that's the fourth scorer in the NBA right now. He not
Hell
playing, bro.
yeah. That yo, I ain't
Levert,
gonna lie. A
Levert
lot
had
of
a
stuff.
game though. He had
Like,
Karis Levert had 22, 6, and 6.
yeah, man, we miss Karras, man. And he part of the reason why they number one defense too. Trust me, I know.
Yeah, I know.
Karras that yeah, CL Smooth is what I used to call him. Now he just Karras Levert. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. But you know, he a Cavalier now. But what I will say is looking at the schedule, we only got 3 games. I think Indiana is the toughest act. Well, I can't say that because we beat Toronto 3 times, and I really don't think they want us to sweep them. I mean, I don't even remember the last time the Nets swept the Toronto Raptors. It's
I
usually
don't
the
think
other way around.
I don't think the Raptors match up against y'all well.
Nah, they don't. Like they got C Siakam, and you know they got Van Fleet, but because we got those big wings in the off season, they really help us on the perimeter on defense. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, man. Just not to lose my train of thought, we need that help from the wings on the perimeter defense because you know we attacked the basket a lot, but we couldn't blow the lead open with Atlanta Hawks until we kind of like started taking more threes. Like they're a team that they'll stay close, man. They'll keep it close. You know what I mean? I know y'all handled them and whatnot, but they was tough, man. I know they didn't want us to hold that fourth spot. They definitely tried to shake things up in the Barclays, man, but
Nah,
we
that's
held them.
because they was embarrassed by what happened to them against the Knicks, man. They
Yeah,
they was embarrassed. Like I said, we packed Trey Young ass up early. He ain't play. He ain't
nice.
the court in the fourth quarter. King of Broadway was sitting on a bench. He's sitting on a bench the
That's how
whole
you
fourth
protect
quarter.
home right there. That's how you protect home.
Yo, I didn't even know he had those shoes because I missed like the beginning of the game, like the very beginning, maybe like the first like 3 minutes or so, right?
Yeah,
So I forgot who inboxed me or texted me. Oh, Fluke hit me up. Fluke hit me up. I was like, yo, you seen Trey Young?
yeah.
He's like, yeah, I hope we kick their ass, especially Trey Young wearing them shoes. I'm like, what shoes? He said, you didn't see the shoes? I'm like, nah, I didn't see the shoes. He sent me a picture. Yo, I was angry the whole rest of the game. Like,
Mhm.
I'm usually animated when I'm watching a game.
Yeah,
But yeah, now I'm like, fuck yeah, fuck yeah. I'm going
yeah,
crazy in the crib. Cause I'm like,
yeah.
man, yeah. And even I was still angry in a recap. I was cursing, calling Trey Young on cons because that's disrespectful, bro.
Yeah,
That's
it
a
is.
different level kind of disrespect when you go into somebody home like this is my shit. I'm a, not only are we gonna beat y'all, I'm gonna go crazy in here. So I'm gonna wear these sneakers.
Yeah, nah, he
Yo,
was wilding.
and like I said on the recap, I said Michael Jordan gave us wild work. You feel me? He ain't never do no shit like that. Reggie
Mm-hmm.
Miller gave us wild work. He ain't never do no shit like that. Kobe Bryant gave us wild work. He ain't never do. And these are players that all are, in my eyes, better than Trae Young. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like,
nah, I hear you.
and they ain't never do no shit. They might talk their shit on the court. Why they do? But to come into the arena with some shit that says, "Yeah, this I'm gonna run over y'all tonight."
Nah, sit your ass down.
Nah,
Like,
and I think and I watching Quentin Grimes play defense on Trae Young, I think he took that personal. You feel me? I think he
mm-hmm,
put that he locked him up. You feel me? Like and you know, and when people be like, oh, if somebody score over 20 points, that's not locking him up. No, it is, especially when that person is averaging 25 plus points a game.
mm-hmm. I
You
always
feel me?
look at the percentage as well too. Like, if you
Exactly,
scored 30, but you took 30 shots, it's like we did our
exactly.
job.
Like
I want to. I
so
just want to shout Brock out.
I'm
Shout
laying the,
Brock. Brock,
yeah, my fault. Shout out Brock. You know what I mean?
fourth
I'm gonna
place.
land the
Yeah,
plane because I'm about to get off this so I could do a Knicks and Ish recap.
facts.
But
I'm gonna do one too, man. Pull up,
so,
yeah. I'm gonna do a next
so
recap.
to land the plane is Walt Clyde said this every time, and Walt Clyde, in my eyes, is one of the best defenders in all of NBA history. You feel me? Walt
Mm-hmm.
Clyde is one of, and he goes, "Yo, my goal when he said his goal when he was defending a star, right, was to hold them to or below their point per game average. So if I held them to, if you averaging 28 and you only scored 28, he felt he did his job.
I don't necessarily agree with
So
that, but I
no,
feel you.
you know why? You know why? Because if it's a star, if it's a star, if it's the Donovan Mitchell, LeBron James, the KD, they could go for 40, bro, easy, 40 plus, easy.
Mm-hmm.
But if they averaging 28 on the season, he'd be like, yeah, at least he didn't do what we know he could do. You feel me? Like we know he could get 35, 40 on the easy.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
where his mindset was. So of course he want to hold him below his seat point per game average, but you're not gonna be mad if he only scores what he normally averages. He didn't have he didn't have a great game for him. Like that
Mm-hmm.
28 may be a great game for somebody else. But for somebody like Kevin Durant or Luca, that's not a great game.
Yeah.
That's another day at the office.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yo,
if you're a defender and you be like, yeah, ain't nobody gonna be mad at holding in Michael Jordan prime. Be like, yeah, I held Michael Jordan to 28. That's a good night.
yeah, but it gotta you get the percentage gotta be good. If he was
so
28, but he shot 14 for 14, I'm
so
pissed. You know what I'm
so
saying?
I say all that to say, you know, and that's what Quentin Grimes been doing. Guys been getting 20, but if you look at they takes versus makes, yeah, I mean it's not looking good. Guys are
Mm-hmm.
shooting in the low 40s, high
That's
30s.
that's my point. That's long as they shooting at a percentage where they go into him as many attempts that he usually get, but instead of it taking him 10 shots to get 20, it's taking him like 20 shots to get 20. Like KD shoots at a high clip. Like he had 18 and he was like fucking 9 for 12. Like without free throws. What? That's what I'm saying. KD is an efficient player scoring the ball without free throws. When it come down to superstars and you see who's there, he's probably averaging the most points with the least amount of free throw attempts out of the few that we discussing. And I'm not gonna let Frash Task go because I know these other Nick fan vlogs like to talk spicy. Don't start that shit about y'all winning because it got messy because Nets fans was trolling Nick fans. So we're not even gonna treat some of y'all Nick fans the same way. Last week we cut our show short because y'all was talking spicy to us about basketball. So we addressed it on our own time. I know I did. He did. We all did. So case in point is y'all should tread lightly if y'all not how you say, should be in the kitchen with us when with certain cooks is in the kitchen. So don't start that unless you know it can. We'll go there. So be careful because you already know y'all said that shit the whole off season. We played y'all on November 9th and we blew y'all out, and then it got nasty after that. Touch a Knicks fan soul like a therapy group. Like, what are we talking about? So I don't want to take it there and stir the pot. I'm just saying you should refrain from talking spicy to Nets fans all in the chat, knowing damn well you should just be focused on the games that y'all got until y'all get there, not
Yeah,
us, because that's an L on y'all schedule. We gonna give y'all L. Facts.
Bryce, do your thing. Talk your shit, man. Don't listen to this guy, man. I don't know what the hell he... Talk your shit. Don't listen to this guy.
You better go to T-Time page after this and talk that shit to him and all those Knicks fans there. Because if you pull up here, it's this, and y'all don't want that, and you know that.
What you all it is him talking like this and with his hands.
All right,
I'm supposed to be
listen. Okay, so let's talk about it. If it's all animation, let's talk about the fact that when it come down to y'all going to the paint, y'all was scared to do it. When it come down to Jalen Brunson, him being effective and impactful the way he was before he played the Brooklyn Nets, he did not show up versus the Brooklyn Nets the way he did. You was talking heavy before y'all played the Brooklyn Nets. Oh, he played this many games and had this many assists with 0 turnovers. But when he played us, it wasn't none of that. You wasn't singing none of those songs. You was singing the songs we wanted to sing and tap dancing to the songs we like to hear. You know why? Because we get y'all that work. And we're going to continue to get y'all that work. January, whenever we see y'all, we're going to get y'all that work. Whether it's the Barclays, whether it's the Garden, regardless. So y'all know what time it is. It's a rivalry. I ain't pretending it's nothing different. Y'all want to play nice as Knicks fans. Y'all know what page to go to. You come here, I'm baking something. So you know it's not all animation. Fresh Taz, remember this, and I'll land a plane saying this. Remember this. Y'all talk spicy for 2 seasons, and now it's still the same results. 3rd season we in since the podcast started, and you see what happened, but yet you still chatty chatty cake, man. Stop with the chatty caking, because you see what happens to the Knickerbockers when we pull up.
Yo, first of all, you need to stop this narrative that people were scared to go to paint. I told you already, and it's still going. We shooting like 30 plus 3-pointers a game, every game. You feel me? It ain't had nothing to do about being scared to go paint about nobody. It's just I hate the strategy. First of all, you know what I mean? I'm not a fan of the strategy. Let's not get that twisted. But we ain't gonna sit here and act like somebody was scared to go to the paint against Nick Claxton. Chill out. That's cap. Because that's the coach's strategy, and he's been saying that he wanted the Knicks to take more 3-pointers, even though I disagree. But I'm not going to sit here and let you cap. That's straight cap. It's the most cappiest thing you ever said in your whole entire life, because that's how you feel, and it has nothing to do with the facts. You feel me?
Is it a fact that? Fact or no? Did you laugh at the post that Fluky put up when Perk said we soft and sweet in the middle?
I did.
You thought that was funny?
I did.
So what I'm saying is the game when y'all played that, y'all didn't even go to the middle to see nothing.
Again, that had nothing to do with y'all. It was more about offense. No, it's not. That's cap. It has more to do with the offensive game plan, because I've already proved to you after the game and still continuously that the Knicks has been taking an exponential amount of 3-pointers. It has nothing to do with the Brooklyn Nets. But you don't want to look at the actual facts of that.
I want to see you just want to run off.
You just want to run off a cap. That's what you're running off a cap, because all the data proves that it has nothing to do with the Nets. It has everything to do with the Knicks' offensive philosophy. Why we shot that many 3-pointers. But whatever, I'll let you have it, because the evidence is there, bro. You know what I mean? The evidence is there. We ain't got to keep on doing this. You know what I mean? The evidence is there. The facts is there. If you do
where
your research,
y'all offense? So offensive wise, where y'all rank at? Y'all 17th in defense. What are y'all offense?
I don't even know.
Okay. All right. Well, whatever. Then you know what I'm saying. I look at it for what it is. We play y'all. I think in January we'll be ready, man. I hope y'all ready, man. I just wish that Knicks fans wouldn't talk spicy to me because y'all really. I mean, Tea Time can handle it, but not all y'all can handle it. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all
Don't do
being y'all.
that. Don't do
Some
that.
of,
Don't do that. Don't do that. Because not only don't say that some Knicks fans be in their feelings, because it be Net fans that be in their feelings too. Don't
all
do
right,
that.
so Nets fans and y'all feelings, y'all same for y'all,
Don't do
man.
that. Don't do that.
Don't
You know what I mean?
same for
And we
y'all,
and, it's
man.
going,
Don't
and
come
it,
in the
yeah, because I
kitchen,
don't even
man.
like the
Let
way
us cook.
I don't even like the way that this is going down. I don't even like the way that's going down right now. Like what you're doing right now, I'm not even digging that. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
all right, yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I'm not even digging that.
I don't want to listen.
Because that
I land the plane saying this. I don't want my show interrupted because of no bullshit.
fact,
And that being said, this is why I'm taking it there because it's unfair to us to for that to happen, and then we don't have no say in the matter, no pushback at all. So again,
uh,
yeah, I land the plane. I'm
I,
done.
I
But
I said
I'm
what I
like I
said
said, I'm
about
done. I'm
the
not going
situation.
past this part. I'm not going
Yeah, I
past.
said what I said about the situation, and I said I wasn't going to do no more lives, no more videos, or nothing about that. You
All
know what I
right,
mean?
cool. So we good.
So
We both on the
yeah,
same page when it comes to that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
And if I
if you
got
come
and
to my page,
if I
no,
got
that's what
any,
kind of temperature I got on my page. Other
yeah,
so I
I
don't got friendly net
if I
fans.
got any grievances with anybody on how they moving or anything related towards my page, this my Knicks ish the way the or who run the city or Big Fan Breezy page, I'll be hollering at y'all directly. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like
no, I appreciate that.
Jaffe, I ain't taking no sides on what happened in the situation, but you ain't innocent, bro. So cut that shit out. You know what I mean? And we could chop about it too off of this, but don't do that. You know what I mean? Because I don't like the way this whole situation been handled. It's been handled trash. You know what I mean? You ain't innocent, bro. You know what I mean? So don't do that. Don't do that in my comments, bro.
We go and again, man. We all it's all love and respect at the end of the day. So let's just keep it there and let's call it what it is. We having fun doing this, so let's keep it
That's
fun.
a fact. And y'all making this shit very unfun with the corniness, bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I look forward to this. I do this a lot, and I'll be having fun. And trust me, as animated as I am, nobody complains about being disrespectful. So I like the fact that we on the same page there. And again, man, let's continue to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Because uh, just what the fuck men do. We talk shit, and you know what I mean. It's just what it is. So I think that in how you say in totality, bringing it back to basketball it get intense as fans. You know what I'm saying? It get intense. But you know, we try to make sure we keep a lid on things. That
Yeah,
being said, enjoy, man. And by what I know we're gonna close out soon. The
we
next
close it
three
out
games,
right after you done talking, bro.
I think my predictions for next week is 3 wins. I got us. I think all those games are tough. And all those games are East Coast games. We got the Indiana Pacers off a back-to-back tomorrow at 7. Tune in, tap in. We got Washington later in the week, and then on Friday, I think we got Toronto at 7:30. All tough games, not gonna be easy at especially tomorrow night coming off a back-to-back. But I'm confident we can win because our coach has been helping us control the tempo of games. He never let it get out of hand, always willing to call a timeout to give his players a rest. And KD and Kyrie. KD, like I said, leads the league in minutes. So he always makes sure that KD is fresh for the fourth quarter stretches. So I'm confident that we win these games because of the coaching. And yeah. Next week, I think we'll be in third seed. We're in fourth seed now. Shout to that. And I'm happy we're here. But I think we come back next week, Friday, the third seed.
All right. Last thing I'm gonna say is that we got 3 games next week. I mean Sunday through Friday. Uh, I think we win all 3 of those games. I think we by the time we come back, we on a 6 game win streak. You right? We play Sacramento on Sunday. Then we got
Tough.
2 games against
Home or away.
home, and then we got 2 away games versus Chicago. Uh, then we play Chicago. Then we play Chicago again. We played the so
That's dope. I
Chicago,
like that the NBA doing that. That's dope.
so you
We
don't
did
have to
that with
travel.
Indiana.
You feel me?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it cuts out some travel, but yeah, we go smoke them boys because they've been playing like shit since Alonzo Ball been gone, and we've been playing really good. You know what I mean? Nah, Brock, just because y'all lost to the Kings, that don't mean we gonna lose to the Kings. You know what I mean? Like let's come on
Brock
now.
funny as hell.
So,
Shout out to Brock, man.
so I'm just gonna leave it by the time I see y'all next week. The Knicks, y'all hear me talk about the Knicks 6 game win streak, right? Uh, y'all be easy. Appreciate everybody for pulling up. All my Knicks fans, give me like 10 minutes, and I'm gonna be on Knicks issue. Heard?
Yeah, yo, same. If I don't pull up tonight, it's because of dad duty, and I'll pull up tomorrow early on. You know what I'm saying early, but I'm trying to pull up tonight. But give me like a good 10-15 as well.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Be easy.
All right, stay up.